Let's now shift our focus to Russia, where Russian President Vladimir Putin has sent out a direct nuclear warning to US President Donald Trump. Russia has formally withdrawn from a treaty that basically prohibited deployment of intermediate-range missiles. And the announcement came from the Russian Foreign Ministry, which said that Moscow no longer considers itself obligated by the limits it had voluntarily followed under the now defunct Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, also known as the INF Treaty. And according to the Russian government, America plans to station intermediate-range missile systems in both Europe and Asia, and that prompted this decision. The ministry's statement emphasized that the conditions which had justified Russia's self-imposed restrictions no longer exist. And the development comes amid the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Overnight, Russia attacked the railway hub of Lozova in Kharkiv region with 34 Shahed drones. Ukraine claims at least 3 people have died, dozens injured in the Russian attack. While on the ground, the Russian army claims to have seized a new village in Ukraine's central Dnipropetrovsk region. The region is a significant industrial and economic hub, remember, and plays a crucial role in Ukraine's energy production, trade, military capabilities. What's the INF Treaty all about? Signed in 1987 by the United States and then Soviet Union, banned land-based ballistic and cruise missiles with ranges between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. It led to the destruction of over 2,600 missiles, significantly reducing the threat of a nuclear standoff during the Cold War. In the year 2019, the United States officially exited the agreement, and that decision occurred during Trump's first term. At the time, the U.S. government cited alleged Russian violations involving the deployment of the cruise missiles, 9M729 cruise missiles. And while Moscow denied breaching the treaty, this latest shift in Russia's stance comes just days after Trump directed 2 U.S. nuclear submarines to reposition in response to online threats made by Dmitry Medvedev. Medvedev is a former Russian president and now is the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council. And following the announcement from Russia's foreign ministry, Medvedev issued a follow-up statement on social media. He attributed the move to what he described as NATO's anti-Russia stance and warned of additional actions to come. Remember, last week Putin said that the Orishnik missiles officially entered service and will be deployed to Belarus. Belarus shares borders with NATO members Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and the Orishnik missile is capable of carrying nuclear warheads. The development comes as the United States is planning to start periodic deployments of intermediate-range missile systems to Germany beginning in 2026. And that announcement was made last year as part of Washington's broader security arrangement. Broader security realignment, beg your pardon. The broader security realignment. And in response, Russian officials vowed to implement countermeasures, raising the stakes of a growing arms race. The end of the INF Treaty, combined with the ongoing tensions over the Russia-Ukraine war, reportedly sparked concern across Europe about a possible return to Cold War-era arms race. And according to reports in Russian media, the Oreshnik missiles can strike Ramstein Air Base in Germany in as little as 15 minutes. The INF Treaty had also limited Washington's ability to position similar weapons in Asia, and that restriction had strategic implications, particularly in the context of U.S. efforts to deter aggression against Taiwan. Beijing considers the island part of its territory and has publicly stated that it aims to make Taiwan part of China by 2027. Russian Foreign Ministry statement emphasized that the United States and its partners are moving towards missile deployments in both Europe and Asia, making the INF Treaty's prohibitions unsustainable. And this announcement comes just as Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, is set for talks with Putin in Moscow this week itself to explore a potential ceasefire in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. And Trump has warned that unless a ceasefire is reached by the end of this week, His administration will impose direct tariffs on Russia and extend secondary sanctions to countries purchasing Russian oil.